ودمر كيانهم. اللهم مكننا من رقاب يهود، اللهم مكننا من رقاب يهود.
فلقد اقترب يوم ذبحكم وصالكم والقضاء عليكم، حتى لا يبقى يهودي ولا صهيوني على وجه هذه الأرض. عقيدتنا في قتالكم أننا سنبيدكم على بكرة أبيكم. بقي منكم أحدا
اقتلوهم حيث ثقفتموه، ما نعرفش حدد وين ما بنستطيع سنقاومهم.
التي يتبر فيها ملكهم ويباد فيها أبناؤهم.
اللهم عليك باليهود ومن والاهم، اللهم عليك بالأمريكان ومن والاهم، اللهم احصهم عددا واقتلهم بددا ولا tughadir منهم أحدا.
Well, now you would think that a NATO member nation would condemn such rhetoric and roundly condemn such actions.
Terör örgütü değil, topraklarını ve vatandaşlarını koruma mücadelesi veren, evet, bir kurtuluş ve bir mücahitler grubu.
Folks, that's a leader of a NATO member nation, officially an ally of the United States and the West, calling Hamas a liberation group, Mujahideen, holy warriors fighting for the liberation of their land, and they are not terrorists, according to Recep Erdogan. Well,
the world has voted for a ceasefire with Hamas when Hamas attempts to murder Jews en masse in the state of Israel. Their stated goal is to obliterate the state of Israel by wiping the Jews into the sea. Time after time after time, they have attempted to accomplish that goal. And whenever Israel stands up to administer the justice that they deserve to stop this evil from destroying them, the world steps in with a forceful ceasefire. And in the United Nations, just last week, they voted once again, even in the face of the 1,400 bodies that lay in the land of Israel, even in the face of this horrendous attack that Hamas just committed, they once again voted for a ceasefire, which Hamas will break. Every ceasefire that have been put in place between Israel and Hamas has been broken by Hamas attempting to butcher all Jews in the state of Israel once again.
And call for the immediate referral of Israel to the International Criminal Court for crimes against humanity and war crimes.
There's no other way to look at this than the nations of the world, en masse, want the state of Israel destroyed, thereby destroying Jews out of their ancestral homeland, a homeland given to them by the King of the universe. Zechariah 14 says, "For I will gather all nations to battle against Jerusalem. The city shall be taken, the houses rifled, and the women ravished." I've always wondered how this would be possible. How is it possible that all nations will stand up against Jerusalem? Now, I don't think this is the literal fulfillment of this prophecy, but it gives us a glimpse. It gives us a glimpse into how this is possible, how moral clarity can be so skewed that all nations of the world, in the future and right now, a very large portion of those nations, their moral clarity can be so skewed that they can think that they're doing the right thing by voting to allow Hamas to maintain its power to destroy the state of Israel in the Gaza Strip. But we know how it ends. In the end of Zechariah 14, God continues, "Then the Lord will go forth and fight against those nations as he fights on the day of battle. And in that day, his feet will stand on the Mount of Olives, which faces Jerusalem on the east. And the Mount of Olives shall be split in two from east to west. And this is the plague with which the Lord will strike all peoples who fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall dissolve where they stand on their feet. Their eyes shall dissolve in their sockets, and their tongue shall dissolve in their mouths."